Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we continue reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is. We are on chapter 12, and we have been hearing how Arjuna put the question to Krishna, which is better, the impersonalist path or the path of devotion. Krishna said, out of the two, the path of devotion is better. One who directly worships him. Because the path of impersonalism, he said, is very troublesome. One has to take a lot of endeavor, and one is worshipping him indirectly. And at last, after a long time, will also come to him. But it's indirect, so it takes a longer time. And then Krishna was saying, that the best is fix the mind on me, means be attached to him. If one is not able to be attached to him, follow the principles of Bhakti Yoga. One cannot follow the principles of Bhakti Yoga, work for him. One cannot work for him, give up the result to some other charitable cause, some philanthropic cause. And if one is not able to do that, then cultivate knowledge. So here we can see that how Krishna is kind of lowering the standard. First, the highest is fix the mind on me, he said. Can't do this, okay, do this, can't do this, do this. So that gradually one may come to fix the mind on Krishna. Then he's speaking about the pure devotee, the qualities of a pure devotee, not envious, kind friend, free from false ego, does not think himself proprietor, equal in happiness and distress, tolerant, satisfied, self-control, always engaged in devotional service, determined, mind, intelligence fixed on him, and such a devotee is very dear to Krishna. So then going on, today's verse. Can somebody please read?
Okay, I can begin.
Yeah.
Text 15. Yasman nodvijate loko, lokan nodvijate cha yah, harshamars bhayodve gair, mukto yah sacha me priyah. Translation. He by whom no one is put into difficulty and who is not disturbed by anyone, who is equipoised in happiness and distress, fear and anxiety, is very dear to me. Purport. A few of the devotees' qualifications are further being described. No one is put into difficulty, anxiety, fearfulness, or dissatisfaction by such a devotee. Since a devotee is kind to everyone, he does not act in such a way as to put others into anxiety. At the same time, if others try to put a devotee into anxiety, he is not disturbed. It is by the grace of the Lord that he is so practiced that he is not disturbed by any outward disturbance. Actually, because a devotee is always engrossed in Krishna consciousness and engaged in devotional service, such material circumstances cannot move him. Generally, a materialistic person becomes very happy when there is something for his sense gratification and his body. But when he sees that others have something for their sense gratification and he hasn't, he's sorry and envious. When he is expecting some retaliation from an enemy, he is in a state of fear. And when he cannot successfully execute something, he becomes dejected. A devotee who is always transcendental to all these disturbances is very dear to Krishna.
Okay. So what are the further qualities of the devotee Krishna is saying?
Like not to be disturbed in any condition and stay in equilibrium.
Yeah. So how is that he's not disturbed?
Because always engrossed in Krishna consciousness and engaged in devotional service.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm.
And so he has the grace of Krishna.
Yes.
Krishna's grace is there on him because he's always Krishna conscious. Okay, let's go on then.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
अनपेक्षः दक्षः उदासीनो गत्वयतः सर्व आरंभ प्रतिज्ञा प्रतिज्ञा प्रतिज्ञागी यो मद्भक्ता समे प्रियः. Translation: My devotee who is not dependent on the ordinary course of activities, who is pure, expert, without cares, free from all pains, and not striving for some result, is very dear to me. Purport: Money may be offered to a devotee, but he should not struggle to acquire it. If automatically, by the grace of the Supreme, money comes to him, he is not agitated. Naturally, a devotee takes a bath at least twice in a day and rises early in the morning for devotional service. Thus, he is naturally clean, both inwardly and outwardly. A devotee is always expert because he fully knows the essence of all activities of life, and he is convinced of the authoritative scriptures. A devotee never takes the part of a particular party. Therefore, he is carefree. He is never pained because he is free from all designations. He knows that his body is a designation. So, if there are some bodily pains, he is free. The pure devotee does not endeavor for anything which is against the principles of devotional service. For example, constructing a big building requires great energy, and a devotee does not take to such business if it does not benefit him by advancing his devotional service. He may construct a temple for the Lord, and for that he may take all kinds of anxiety, but he does not construct a big house for his personal relations.
Okay. What more do we understand about the pure devotee?
The first thing is that he's neutral, and he does not, he is devoid of all the expectations from his work. Like he does not expect anything, whatever he does. He's neutral. And then he's clean. He takes bath twice. He's pure. He's clean. Then he's skillful, expert, skillful in all situations. He's unattached to material person and free from all pains. He's like free from all designations and free from the material endeavors, like because he only wants to do things where his devotional portion is being satisfied. Like he just wants to do things where he has a devotional connection. He doesn't want to do things materially, so such endeavors only he's interested in. And then Krishna
Yeah,
says that the devotee is very dear to me.
yeah, he wants to do things only for the pleasure of Krishna. Whatever he does, he wants to please Krishna by that. For his personal self, he doesn't want to take up any endeavor, right?
Yeah. Shilpa
So
ji, but here
everything
they
is
are
like,
saying 2 times
mm,
bath, but sometimes in winters, or even not only in winters, sometimes in summers also, we are not. So that's
yeah,
okay, right? That's okay.
yeah, yeah,
You just
yeah.
wash
At
the
least wait
face.
once a day.
Yeah, one. Yeah. Okay.
And how do you clean internally,
By
inwardly?
chanting, by
Yeah,
chanting,
by chanting. That's right. By chanting. Okay. Go on.
Yeah, text 17. Yona rishyate na dveshti na shochati na kankshati Shubha Shubha Parityagi Bhaktiman Yah Same Priyah. Translation: One who neither rejoices nor grieves, who neither laments nor desires, and who renounces both auspicious and inauspicious things, such a devotee is very dear to me. Purport: A pure devotee is neither happy nor distressed over material gain and loss, nor is he very much anxious to get a son or disciple, nor is he distressed by not getting them. If he loses anything which is very dear to him, he does not lament. Similarly, if he does not get what he desires, he is not distressed. He is transcendental in the face of all kinds of auspicious, inauspicious, and sinful activities. He is prepared to accept all kinds of risks for the satisfaction of the Supreme Lord. Nothing is an impediment in the discharge of his devotional service. Such a devotee is very dear to Krishna.
What else is Krishna speaking about the pure devotee?
He is just elaborating further that the devotee who gives up all things auspicious, inauspicious, and who doesn't desire or laments on anything.
So then, one who renounces auspicious and auspicious thing, that means he doesn't do anything. How do we see this renunciation?
He only does things in for the cause of Krishna consciousness, like only for Krishna.
Yeah. And that's how he is actually renouncing. That's true renunciation. Because one may think, oh, well, renounce means, okay, I don't touch anything, I don't do anything, I just, yeah, just gonna sit in a corner and not do anything. But the devotee, he's renounced because he's engaging everything and everyone in Krishna's service. Whatever he has also, he's using for Krishna. Whatever he gets, he's using for Krishna. And so he is renounced. Yeah. For him, he does not consider, oh, this is a good time or a bad time. Every moment is to be used for Krishna's service. Otherwise, some say, okay, this is auspicious, this is not auspicious. I don't know if you've heard that. This is a good time, this is a bad time. He says anything that I can engage in Krishna's service, that's what is needed to be done.
Hare Krishna, Shilpa ji. So auspicious and inauspicious does also mean that when some people point out कि तुमको ये करना चाहिए, ये तुम्हारे लिए अच्छा होगा, तुम्हें ये नहीं करना चाहिए, like, right?
Yeah. For some material thing, we say, right, this is auspicious, that's not auspicious. Like
Okay, okay.
materially. But the devotee does not care about those things. He's saying, oh, I can serve
Yes.
Krishna, that is what is auspicious for him,
I think that I felt this change personally. Previously, there were so many things, and not previously, but rather now, there are so many things on the Insta and Reels that people tell you, oh, you should do this, you will get this. So sometimes, when it is, sometimes, yes, I'm not a perfect person. I scroll down sometimes, and when it comes, I just watch it. But then at the backside of my mind, I always think that, will it happen? I think we should believe Krishna. I should trust Krishna. Agar, if it is to happen for me, it will happen. Krishna is there. He will look into it. So there is a lot of that change has happened previously, which was not. We would do anything and everything for it, for the material benefits.
And how do you feel about this change?
I feel happiness because I feel now that I trust him. And I know that he loves me no matter what. He's as Paramatma, he's there with me. These are the words of Nitai Sebni Mataji. That is not my words. But like how she said that people asked her that, why are you so happy? And then she said that, the only my mantra to remain happy is when I know that somebody loves me so much. And he loves me, he cares for me because I have my own Paramatma with me. And he is there for me always. So with that trust, I can be happy in every situation. Doesn't matter because I know that he loves me. So I have felt that also, that he loves me. So now I worry less. Yes, I speculate, not speculate. But I do like conscious thinking that yes, but he's there, right? I have to trust him. He's there. He'll do it if it is required. If not, then let it go. Not for me.
Okay, thank you.
Mm.
Yeah, thank you.
So actually, this also like some superstitious we have, like we believe in,
Yeah,
right? So that
yeah,
also comes into this auspicious and inauspicious things, right?
yeah, it does.
Some
Yeah,
superstition, like that billi rasta kaat gayi.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
Billy Rasta Katka. Yeah. So devotee does
Yeah.
not, he's above all this. He says, whatever, I'm engaging in service of Krishna.
Mm.
Yeah. And that is what is really auspicious. Other things
Yes.
are like material auspicious and inauspicious.
Mm.
Okay, let's go on.
Text 1819. Sama shatru cha mitra cha तथा मानापमानयोः शीतोष्णसुखदुःखेषु समः संगर्विवर्जितः तुल्यनिन्दा स्तुतिर्मौनी सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित् अनिकेतः स्थिरमतिर्भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः. Translation. 1. Who is equal to friends and enemies? Who is equipoised in honor and dishonor, heat and cold, happiness and distress, fame and infamy? Who is always free from contaminating association, always silent and satisfied with anything? Who doesn't care for any residence? Who is fixed in knowledge and who is engaged in devotional service? Such a person is very dear to me. Purport. A devotee is always free from all bad association. Sometimes one is praised and sometimes one is defamed. But, sorry, defamed. That is the nature of human society. But a devotee is always transcendental to artificial fame and infamy, distress, or happiness. He is very patient. He does not seek of anything but the topics about Krishna. Therefore, he is called silent. Silent does not mean that one should not speak. Silent means that one should not speak nonsense. One should speak only of essentials, and the most essential speech for the devotee is to speak for the sake of Supreme Lord. A devotee is happy in all conditions. Sometimes he may get very palatable foodstuffs, sometimes not, but he is satisfied. Nor does he care for any residential facility. He may sometimes live underneath a tree and he may sometimes live in a very palatial building. He is attracted to neither. He is called fixed because he is fixed in his determination and knowledge. We may find some repetition in the description of the qualifications of a devotee, but this is just to emphasize the fact that a devotee must acquire all these qualifications. Without good qualifications, one cannot be a pure devotee. Harev abhyatasya kuto mahad gunaha. One who is not a devotee has no good qualifications. One who wants to be recognized as a devotee should develop the good qualification. Of course, he does not extraneously endeavor to acquire these qualifications, but engagement in Krishna consciousness and devotional service automatically helps him develop them.
So what more is Krishna speaking about the pure devotee?
That the pure devotee is equal to friends and enemies, and he's equipoised in the honor, dishonor, heat and cold, happiness and distress, and he's free from contaminating like bad association. He's equal in criticism and praise, and he is silent. Silent in the sense that he only speaks about Krishna, and such a devotee is very pleasing to Krishna. He doesn't care for any
Equal.
resident for the house also, like
Doesn't
wherever
care
he's
for resident.
residing. Yeah, and he's very steady and fixed in knowledge.
Yeah. So equal to friends and enemies. Now let's see, do we have any example? Any devotee is equal to
Like
friend and enemy?
friend and enemy. Okay. Um, was it Bhishma Dev?
How?
Like
How is that?
friend are like the dear ones, like the friend was like Arjuna and everybody, and then the enemies were like Duryodhan and all, or was it not considered? So like he was still equal? No,
Well,
no.
he was also having a relationship with them,
Yeah,
right? They were all
relationship.
his grandchildren. And so I don't know if we could actually apply this.
I don't think so. So enemy and okay, Krishna himself.
Yeah, but then God, of course, will have all the
Okay,
qualities,
okay, okay, okay. Sorry,
right?
sorry. Okay, let me. I was thinking.
I'm just trying to say,
Okay.
okay, let's see if we can think of any devotees,
Yeah.
equal to friend and enemy. So, how could we, let's see, okay, could we say
Karna,
Yudhishthir Maharaj? Huh? Who?
Karna,
Karna. Was he
because he
equal to his enemy?
like in the sense that his mother came and then he still gave.
Because charity, right? That's to
Yeah,
show
oh
his
yeah,
charitable
yeah.
nature,
He,
that he was
Yudhishthir Maharaj,
charitable.
yeah, please continue.
Yudhishthir, that's what I'm thinking. Is it Yudhishthir?
Yeah,
Because he himself had no enemy. He
yeah,
never regarded anyone as his enemy.
perfect. Yeah.
He never regarded that this one is my enemy. So
Mm-hmm.
could we put Yudhishthir Maharaj in that category? I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
but you can. I
Equal,
mean,
equal to
yeah,
friends.
he treated equally.
Yeah. Again, we hear so much Prahlad Maharaj kept on saying in his instructions. Remember? He kept
Hmm.
saying that no one is your friend, no one is your enemy. It's all your
Yes.
mind that is making you think,
Hmm. Hmm.
this is my
Right.
friend, this is my enemy. So Prahlad Maharaj was really, I think he repeated this point a couple of times
Yeah.
in his
Yeah.
instructions. So he was saying be equal. Okay, now
Yeah.
equipoised in honor and dishonor. Equipoised in honor and dishonor.
And he was honored, and when he was dishonored, he remained safe. Right. That's what. Not Draupadi cannot fall into it.
Bharat Maharaj, oh, that Bharat example.
Bharat is
I don't
it?
know if he was Maharaj or no. That Brahman Bharat,
Jad
What?
Bharat.
Which is?
Jad Bharat. Yeah.
Jar Bharat. Yeah. Jar Bharat, honor and dishonor, equipoised. Oh yeah, he was so much dishonored all the time. Yeah, equipoised in honor and dishonor. Jar Bharat, yeah. Also Srivas Thakur, I think one time because he was such a pure devotee, his neighbors were so jealous of him. They were trying to frame him, you know.
Mm.
They were trying to say that he's doing all this uh, bad kind of worship, uh, but he was
Mm.
equipoised. He was not disturbed at
Um,
all.
and can we
Huh?
also say Haridas Thakur? He fits in both,
Haridas Thakur.
for friends
Yeah.
and enemies also, because the enemies who in the
Haridas
eight
Thakur.
bazaar,
Very
they
good.
stabbed him in the eight
Very
bazaars,
good.
right? In
22
marketplaces,
bazaar.
22
22.
marketplaces, and then he just asked good for them. So he was equal to the friends and the
Equal
enemy.
to it. Yeah, very
And then
good.
honor
Yeah.
and dishonor,
Haridas
right? Honor
Thakur.
and dishonor both, because he was really dishonored a lot of times, so many times rather.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Heat
that's
and
true.
cold. Oh my God.
Heat and
He fits,
cold.
he fits in all,
Uh,
I think.
huh?
I think he
Yeah,
fits in
Haridas.
all. He fits in
Haridas
all
Thakur
the
will fit on
categories
all. That's right. So we
of
can see he's a pure devotee.
pure
Haridas
devotee.
Thakur. Heat and cold would also come for six Goswamis, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
They were
six goes
in
on.
also that who doesn't care for any residence also came to my mind for
Yeah.
six Goswamis. They were living under
Yes.
a tree, under a different tree every night. Doesn't
Mm,
care for any residence. Even Narad Muni comes to mind. He
mm.
was cursed also by Daksha, right?
Yeah, that
And
you will not
he's,
stay at one place for more than some time, 10, 5 minutes, some few moments, right?
yeah. And Haridas Thakur really fame and infamy.
Mm.
Well, he was not, he didn't any time become infamous, although they tried to make him infamous.
Yes,
They
they
tried
tried
to
to.
frame him, but
Mm-hmm.
he in fact changed the prostitute, made her into a devotee.
Devotee. Yeah.
Yeah, so we can see really that how these pure devotees exhibit such qualities
And like
always
he also
silent.
fits in the silent, right?
Huh?
Because when the Haridas Thakur also fits in the silent, because when the prostitute came, he was silent and he just spoke about the, like, about the devotional service, that okay, I'll do after I finish my chanting.
Yeah, he was chanting all the time. That
Yeah,
is
he was
silence.
chanting. Yeah, that silence,
Yeah,
right? So he can fit into this also.
yeah, it's true. What does silence actually mean for a
That
devotee?
for the devotees means that talking about Krishna, just
Yeah,
remembering and talking to others about his leelas, his anything related to him.
yeah, it's
Prabhupada
true.
can also fit into this.
I'm sorry.
Prabhupada,
I was exactly the same
yeah.
time thinking of that. Exactly.
Okay.
You said it out and it was in my mind.
Okay.
Yes, of course. Prabhupada can fit in all of this.
All of
You
it.
know, he was equal to everyone. No one
Mm.
was his friend and enemy. He just
Yes.
wanted everyone to become Krishna conscious. Yeah, he was
Mm.
seeing that everyone's suffering. He wanted everyone to be Krishna conscious. He was dishonored so many times by,
Mm.
criticized so many times. He didn't care. He was honored
Always.
also so many times. He was really
Yeah.
Mm.
honored, but he still remained humble.
Yes.
Yeah, heat and cold. Yeah, all these, all of them will fit Prabhupada. Okay, nice.
Can we stop here?
Yeah, we're gonna stop here. we'll
Yeah,
continue.
actually, I have a question here.
Mm,
As it is
yeah.
said that we should be equal to friends and enemies,
Mm,
but in nowadays, like in material world,
mm,
if we know that somebody is taking advantage of us, right?
mm,
So at that
mm.
point, what should we do?
You see, what does it actually mean, equal to friend and enemy? What
Hmm.
does actually mean? That give equal opportunity to them to become Krishna conscious. That's how
Oh.
we are, you know. But otherwise, personal dealings, how much
Hmm.
distance we need to keep, how much that,
Hmm.
of course, we have to, for example, we are not going to go and embrace a tiger, whereas we will embrace a dear
Hmm.
friend, right?
Okay.
How we deal with different people is going to be different. We can't say everything same. No,
Okay.
because it's not. But yet we are same. We all belong to Krishna. So the equal opportunity to give everyone to
Okay. So
become
it's
Krishna conscious.
so it's in the sense of being Krishna conscious.
Yeah. And
Okay.
that, okay, this person is like this, that's fine. I'll just try to maintain my distance and work. And that's how to
Hmm.
deal. But in your heart, don't have any negative feeling towards them.
Hmm.
That's how. I mean, it's okay. We just take our own precaution, and that's all right. Understanding this is also a spirit soul.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila
Hmm.
Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna.